Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Unfortunately, not much to add to my last video. Bitcoin has literally just moved sideways since then, which confirms in the short term my view that we could really be in a wave 4 here. Basically a sideways wave. Such a wave is exhausting, boring, but it shouldn't take too long because it is really only a wave 4 on a very small degree. We take a look at that. Other than that, we are still in this pattern where we've got a wave A, a wave B, and a possible wave C to the upside. That is certainly one interpretation here. In this scenario, we are now in the C wave, and the C wave has various subwaves. One example is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This green count, which should afterwards result together with the wave 4 top in another wave 5 low, which means we should see in 5 waves another low of Bitcoin. Yeah, so that would take us to a new low, probably in the region between 14 and 14.5k. There is another scenario where we've got here just an A, B, C pattern in the very short term. That should take us into a similar direction. First into the region around 19 to 20k, like the green count, and then we should also move down in 5 waves. However, this ABC count is slightly more bearish because we only get 3 waves up, and it would most likely take us a little bit lower than 14 to 14.5k, maybe 13, maybe 10.5k. The other third option that we've got on the chart is a direct breakthrough here through the red support box without making a new local high before. So the green and the red count both, they suggest we should make at least one more high here in the 19 to 20k area before we drop down and make another low. So making another low at the moment is the primary expectation anywhere. There's only like 2 or 3 ways that are probable to get there. The green and the red one here, they are very similar short term anyway. So I would nearly count them as one scenario, but the other option, which is really a bearish one, would indicate that we basically go down straight away. We would not make a new local high here. However, the way I drew this just now is not accurate because it will not happen in one straight line. It would rather suggest something like that we're coming down in 5 waves here, which we're doing now, maybe one more low into the red support box, then another 3 wave move up without, very important, without making a new local high above the $18,400 level, and then coming down in 5 waves. And then we might need to see another ABC and come down. That would be the most bearish option. In none of these scenarios, I would expect a drop through the support box straight away. Guys, it could happen, of course, but that would just be a confirmation of a very bearish pattern. I would primarily expect some kind of support out of this red support box, and it will be the move to the upside that will give us clarity. We will then be able to see in the way how we are moving up, what kind of wave pattern we are most likely in. Is it a 5 wave move? We are most likely in the green or the C wave, which would take us to 19 to 20k, maybe a little bit higher. And if it's only a 3 wave move and we cannot even get through resistance, so I would say we cannot even get above the 18,000, to be exact, 18,370 level up here, the wave 3 high, then it's very likely we're going to go down in 5 waves and are going to break the red support box in the next move down. In the very short term, I think we are going to see one more low here. Either way, irrespective of in which scenario we are, I think one more low here. Maybe after very, very short-term upside into the yellow resistance area. The reason for that is that this resistance area includes the ideal target for this wave 4 in white. Yeah, so you've got a 5 wave move down, 1, 2, 3. This is now the 4th wave, and there should be a 5th. That should take us into, well, to ideally 16.2k. But before that, we might see some very, very short-term upside here. We are still showing weakness. I mean, we don't need to. Yeah, we don't need to see that short-term upside. Please be aware of that. Because the reasons are, we touched already the yellow resistance area yesterday. And actually, as I just see now, we've already broken the wave B low. Now that's a signal that things might go down, but we haven't substantially broken it, which means we only have a wick here, which doesn't really count as breaking the B wave low. Yes, I would have to move the wave B here now, and we could have an A, B, C in B, and we could still move a little bit higher in the C wave. This is obviously at the moment unclear, unless we really break substantially that 16,680 level, and it has just shifted down to 16,644. We don't really know if we are now in the wave 5. This could of course already be, yeah, the 1-2 of the wave 5, but we don't have strong evidence yet. So it could be something like this, that we're already, you know, in the wave 5. Either way, I would expect that one more leg down. There isn't really, in my opinion, any attractive trade setup up here. It would be either down here or in the next moves to come, because this really is sort of the last wave before the move down here, locally at least, should finish. So there isn't too much in there. And also there isn't enough clarity to say, yes, we are already in the wave 5 down, or we could still push a bit higher here very short term, and then we would have this scenario. They are both technically valid. They are both possible that we still see a high in wave C. That's both possible, yeah. This would have to be, if we've got it like that, yeah, with a B wave here, it would have to be an expanded flat, this B wave, which is possible. And that's why B waves are so difficult to forecast in the end, yeah. So very simple, if we make a substantial break below 16,680, or even better, below 16,640, it would indicate the move down is already occurring. However, if we now break back into the yellow resistance area and move to 17,010 plus minus a few cents, I think I didn't draw the fibs too accurate here. Here. So if we can, and then get to 17,020 roughly, yeah, that would indicate we are still in the C wave, but it wouldn't be bullish. The point is only really if we break above that 50% retracement, 17,160, only then something more bullish is going on and the local low might already be in. That's really everything I can tell you about Bitcoin at the moment. It is very similar to what I said in the last video because the price hasn't really moved. But hopefully you'll still like the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.